quick trade recap from this morning. I know the chart's a little messy, but whatever, we'll ignore that. So this morning we opened up, created the first presented fair value gap right here, and just moved higher. And I'll drop down to the 1 minute just so that we can look at it a little bit better. Created this first presented fair value gap and never came back down. We just continued higher, and we took out the all-time high, which was around 23,101. And before doing so, I wanted to see us take out the swing low from the Asia session. So we come to about 7 o'clock. The swing low within 7 o'clock and beyond is right down here at 22,919. And we didn't take that out before going higher, so I wasn't interested in taking the trade. And I will post the actual trade video later on. But I wasn't interested in taking anything until we saw some meaningful displacement lower, which we finally got here through this fair value gap, which became an inversion fair value gap. So once we started to trade lower, I realized we weren't getting any order blocks or great PD arrays on the 1 minute time frame and above, so I had to drop down to the 15-second. And you can see here, oh, it's 15 minute. You can see right here, we got the first order block, closed below it, and then we just started to head lower for that 22,919. And you can see that as soon as price pierced that on this candle here, 22,917, we took that London low and immediately started to price higher. So we were seeking that, and I do think we continue higher. Maybe not right now because we have the Fed minutes at 2 o'clock, but it was pretty clear that price was actually efficient enough to want to go for that liquidity. So I'm just going to move this back up here and go over to my chart settings and put the executions on. So I wanted to get the entry here on this, let's actually go back up to the 15-second. I wanted to get the entry up here, but I wasn't able to. Unfortunately, it just ran away and I wasn't prepared. It's pretty much what that came down to. So I waited for us to create the next leg down. And in there, once we did that, I took my 5 entries and then started to sell off once we came down into this right here, which is a new week opening gap. And that's overlapping a first presented fair value gap as well. I don't know which one it is because there's a lot of overlap, so I'm not going to keep clicking to try to figure that out. But as soon as we came down in here, I started to get rid of the contracts. Got rid of one more as we came higher, and I believe the last one was actually just stopped out. I think I brought my stop inside of my entry and stopped this out, so about 3 handles on the very last one. But I'm gonna move up to the 5 minute here just to reiterate my point again that we actually were seeking liquidity. So came up here, ran out the highs from over here, just barely ran them out, right? And then we came down and swept those London lows and immediately retraced. So London lows right inside here, so that 22,919, we came down, swept that, and then we started to retrace. So that's the recap for this morning's trade. As always, good luck, good trading, be safe.